2, 3, and.
All right, today I wanted to talk about the school systems. There has been a lot of conversations about, especially the Dothan City school system, and people are thinking, oh my gosh, holding their heads in shame and like, how bad can it get? I'm going to take a positive spin. I'm going to put a positive spin on this, and I'm going to say maybe it's a good thing that we're talking about education, so let's go with that for right now. But I do want to talk about 3 ways that a lot of people don't realize that a bad school system will hurt them personally, whether you have kids in school or not. So let's get into it. Number 1, it stagnates wages. I want you to think about this. If you don't have a good school system, then essentially you have a lot of highly educated people that would maybe consider moving to your town, and they don't, because highly educated people tend to make a lot of money and they tend to value education. And if a community that they're thinking about moving to doesn't value education the way that they do, they're a lot less likely to move to that community. Yes, they can put their kids in private school, but that's going to hurt them in the pocketbook. There's options, but not everybody is a private school parent. Not everybody wants to put their kids in private school. So it hurts wages. It keeps wages low, and that hurts you. Number 2, and this is a big shocker, it's harmful to your health. Now, how can a bad education system be harmful to your health? I want you to think about, and maybe this has affected you lately. You try to go see an endocrinologist, and well, there's no endocrinologists in Dothan anymore. I think now we have maybe 1 or 2, but for a little while we didn't have any. And this specialist, I got to go out of town. That specialist, I got to go out of town. Why can't I see a physician? Why do I have to see a nurse practitioner? Well, think about this. If you have a highly educated physician, and all physicians are highly educated, then they almost by definition value education, and you don't have a great public school system, they can get a job anywhere. Matter of fact, a lot of them can easily make more money in other states relative to Alabama because of issues dealing with federal reimbursement rates. But that's another topic for another day. So it makes it even more difficult for Houston County, City of Dothan, to recruit quality physicians to our area. And if you don't have enough physicians, and if you don't have quality physicians, then that is, by definition, harmful to your health. Number 3, it's going to hurt your pocketbook. And I know we've talked about stagnating wages, but if you don't have physicians moving to your area, I mean, a physician, that's like a small company setting up shop in your town. And small companies, like physicians, they have payroll, they have expenses, they have to hire people, they need people to cut their lawn, they need people to fix things in their offices and at their homes. And so all this money that could be circulating and ended up in your pocketbook, it's circulating, but it's circulating somewhere else. It's not circulating here. So, we've got some problems to solve when it relates to education. I know the county has a plan to help with that. We can only do so much. So maybe it's a good thing that we're paying attention to the education system, and maybe it's past time for us to demand that we turn things around. And to do that, I think it's unfair to place all the burden on the elected school board because they only have so many resources to work with. Maybe it's time for us to support education as much as we say we support education. Stay tuned. We have some exciting developments as far as that goes coming up. But anyway, that's 3 ways a bad education system is going to harm you.